Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let's get to it. After Friday's earnings gap, Apple found its feet over the weekend, and today the box is back on. Price is already testing the top of my previous day 15 range before the bell. Let's build the plan. Before we get started, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. So please do your own due diligence, do your own risk. Um, and let's get to it. What's good, YGO family? It's TJ, and welcome back to the pre-market breakdown, where we get locked in before the bell, so we already know the plan before most people even open their charts. Quick recap for anyone who missed Friday: Apple beat on earnings, and revenue. Both EPS and revenue both came in ahead of estimates. Both the stocks still drop, but the stocks still drop almost 8% on weak guidance and a services miss. That gap is old news now. Today we're back to a normal setup. Apple on the 15-minute chart, and I'm gonna keep it simple. So as we see here, what I'm seeing now is we see that my PD 15, as you can see, the high is 310 69. I got the low here at PD. My PD 15 low is 306.13. So that's going to be the battlegrounds if we turn it to the regular time frame as we do on the 15-minute chart. You can see that's how I got it. It's the last place. It's the battleground where uh, Apple and price ended on Friday. So let me go back to extended just to give you a full picture. So what I'm looking at is so Apple already poking above the box, and you see here how in pre-market it's already done came out the box, but so we're watching it to see if it can hold at 310.69 when the market opens. Um, but and uh, if it does hold with volume, it's letting me know that buyers are willing to show up early. So, but again, we don't guess around here. We got to see and let the market prove what it's wanting to do. For anybody new, let me give you a quick refresher since we didn't really use it on Friday. My PD 15 is only where I marked the high and low of the previous day final 15-minute candle from like 3:45 to 4 o'clock. That's the candle I mark, which I just showed you on the real time frame. Is that's the last. This is the candle that I marked the top and below. That level is already locked in from Friday close, so there's no waiting on today's open to build it. I just wait for price to react to it. If price closes above above that price, buyers may be able to take control. If price close below, sellers may be taking control. Inside the box, inside here is means chop for my strategy is choppy when it's in here, so I don't take a trade. For some people, they do because for one, if you look at it, it is a $4 move in one direction. However, for me and for my plan, my edge, I don't trade in there. So above is buyers, below is sellers, with volume and along with some other confirmations. Uh, I'll leave it right here, and then we can go take a picture. Take a bigger picture on ETH right before I leave out of here. So as I said today, I use the PD 15, and I also use the ATR to get my levels, and I got this from the Saturday ATR indicator. Again, for those who are new who didn't see how to get there, you just go into your indicators, type it in. Is this one right here, Sadi Mahajan? I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing the name wrong, but you go in here, click on it, and it'll add it to your chart. Um, I go to styles and turn off all of these levels and just leave the table so I can just have this, and it gives me my daily ATR for the stock. It works on any other stocks, and then that helps me mark my levels That's one of the things that I consider when marking my levels, as well as going to the hour and just seeing where price reacted the most and see where I got some confluence. And so I'll do it there, and I also look and see if they're on the 4 hour to see if there's any liquidity and like we can use. In this case, we even include the gap on liquidity, so we might have. That's why I said we can see some. We might see some moving up today for Apple to close out some of this liquidity. We'll talk about liquidity in another video or whenever I might do a longer video one day so we can talk about liquidity. But for right now, we're gonna keep it quick and simple. So here's what I got for today. And let me go back. Um, get back on track. So if price continues like I said, let me reach. I lied. Let me go back to extended so you can see. If price continues, if it comes like it's doing now, if it holds at this level, say when market opens, say if we might get a shoot, it might shoot straight up to 314, but that's not how I get in. I really don't really get in around and for the first uh, 15 minutes. So sometimes I don't get into after 9:45, so it gives the market time to shake out all the dust and finish up because there's some orders that might be was set to fill, so it can make the market go up or down right at the beginning. Some people play the market as soon as the market open. For me, that's not how I do. I do the breakout retest. So basically, what that says, if the market shoots up, that's not an indication for me to get in. I wait for it to pull back to either the PD15 line, the high right here, or this white line because it would also move too based on the first 8 candles. And if it come back to the 8 EMA, then I'll and hold and then shoot back up with volume. That's my entry right here. My entry would have been right here, and my first take profit there is 314.47. So if it goes up and hit it and come back, I'm trusting that it's gonna come back to 314.47 for my first take profit. And if you have multiple contracts, I always say don't give money back to the market. Go ahead and scale out, take you some profit, and if you see the price continue, and that's another level that I'm gonna use for a retest. It comes back, go back in. I mean, you can keep your or you. This is another level to get back in if you like, or if you have extra um, contracts. That's my second take profit, 316.81. And then you can, if you still have runners, my final level is up to 320.59. So for a call play, I'm looking at if price can hold at 310 and push up through above 310.69, I'm looking at 314.47 for my first take profit, 316.81 for my second, and 320.59 for my third take profit. And as you can see, I have it kind of mirroring like the Fibonacci. And there's a tool there uh, to use the Fibonacci retracement tool. For my puts, I'm looking for the same thing. Remember, I don't trade up in here. But for my puts, I'm looking for. Let me clean this up so you keep a clean chart. Uh, with my eraser tool, I don't know. Let's just go back here. Control Z, delete, delete. I know there's an easier way. I'll just stick to get rid of this stuff. And if somebody can give me a quick drop in the comments. Hopefully this is making sense. If not, like I say, drop in the comments and we'll get better with our instructions. But for my put scenario, I'm looking for it to break, retest, and come down. My first stop I see it going to is 302.35. The next is 300. and final destination is 296, no pun intended, 296.23. Um, so that's my plan for the day. As remember, it's giving me, it has to do the break and retest along with volume to make sure that it's a true move. So that's the plan for the day. Like I said, as always, I hope that this helps. I hope this gives you something. If you, for those who don't have a strategy, this I'm just sharing with you what I'm doing. Again, this is not financial advice, but this is my plan, and I pray that all of y'all have a great trading day. Um, the ATR is still a little wide from Friday, so give the target some room. If this helped, please hit the follow button or like button, subscribe, and share this with a trader who needs a real plan before the bell. This is You Got Options, where we study the levels, we wait for agreement, we trade with discipline. Y'all have a good trading day. God bless.